What's up, man? It's CryptoGeezy, bro. I'm back. You already know. It's time to tell a story, man. I've been giving y'all, apps like crazy, like just running into y'all, letting y'all get understanding on, my situation and how, me and my dog was running before the feds and, the good times, the bad times, y'all catching all that. I ain't sugarcoating nothing, you know what I'm saying? But before I do this, I want to send shouts out to first and foremost, the person that put me in this position, Terrence Gangster Williams. Um, Shout out to my brothers, man. If I say one name, it's just we all got the same name. So, shout out to my bros, my sisters, everybody in the family, man, that's supporting and watching, part of the movement. Shout out to my homie Stunner out the 15th, man, my dog, real stand up dude. I ain't said his name in a minute, but he already know it's all love. Um, Last time I was talking, man, I was telling y'all about the conversation I had with Slugger, man, and how he said he was, it was really nothing that could be said to like change, what things had took place with him and Breezy. So once I saw, what I'm saying, it was what it was. Like I just left it alone. You know what I'm saying? I knew I couldn't talk to Breezy. His mind was made, and I knew I couldn't. The Slugger let me know his mind was made. I just was trying to be the one to kind of changed, the situation what was going on because it was, if y'all gonna do y'all research on some of them videos and y'all hear the stories, I'm gonna tell y'all some of it was true, some of it was a little exaggerated, some of it was lies. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak on what I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? As far as my partner, and then once I get to where I can get people that know stories and that's vouch, can vouch for it, we gonna have them on the channel. But yeah, when that had took place, you know what I'm saying? And there was nothing I could do. I just left it alone. I wasn't talking about it, no more. It was just checking in on him, you know what I'm saying? I was neutral in the playing, playing the on sidelines. Then after a while, I just like it didn't make sense to just I wasn't talking to neither one of them. I was just letting it transpire, it was what it was. But TikTok, Super Bowl. I don't know which one it was, but it was when the Saints won the Super Bowl. Um, uh, Breezy came out to um to Atlanta, and we had wound up going out. He pulled up in his fucking vet, bro. All white cocaine vet. Um, which was nice. It did. So we went pulled up to this club. Me, him, Dave Woo. Shout out to Dave Wooski and my partner at the time. I met in Atlanta. We shot out to the club. Breezy paid everybody the way. Paid for the drink. He had the money. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? We all working men. You know what I'm saying? You got that money. You know what I'm saying? That that's coming. That comes real quick. But yeah, he just showed us a good time, man. We had fun. That was the last. I mean, one of the first times we did that again. We I don't remember the last time was uh for after Katrina when we was popping out to them clubs. You know what I'm saying? When we left New Orleans. But yeah, we went and did that and thought for some reason like me and him got like this real brother relationship. Like we'll get into it and one thing I'm gonna say this is what he taught me, bro. One thing he did do, like, I'm the type of person when I'm mad, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to hang with you. I don't want to be around you. Like, I just don't be wanting people to think that shit cool. But he was one of them people, like, you could piss him off. We'll get into a cold blooded, like, can't stand each other fuss. You know what I'm saying? Not no disrespectful shit, saying no, nothing below the belt, but we just get into it. We have our, we would never bite our tongue toward each other. And man, I'm telling you, like, not even 20 minutes later, he talking to you like he your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like we just wasn't, you know what I'm saying, fussing. But that was something I learned to not like, let something sit on you so long. Like control your feelings, and that was something he was good at, dog. I'm talking about cold-blooded spit match. You know what I'm saying? Never got to where we wanted to fight each other or nothing. It was just, we said what we had to say. You know what I'm saying? Brothers do that. And then like 20 minutes later, he talking to me like, I'm in my head. I'm like, bitch, I'm mad with you. Like, we ain't on no, you be tripping. You know how a nigga be, but he helped me with that, dog. I gotta give him a shots out to that. But yeah, we fell out, and like now I'm saying all this because we fell out behind something. I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it wasn't nothing serious. Like it's never something serious. Just something we speak how we feel. You know how men do. It's kind of hard to convince us when we feel we right. You know what I'm saying? Just take you. Most times you gotta have your receipts or proof. Uh, so anyway, he came down again because he was back and forth from Atlanta to New Orleans, and once I started hanging with him, I see why it was so convenient. Like, but anyway, he was back and forth, and he came back, and somehow he convinced me to take a ride with him to the city. I ain't got shit going on. I already done, I told y'all I was getting unemployment from the job. I had hit him for a lawsuit. They fired me after I hurt myself, and they fired me. And me, shit, I'm gonna get what I can out of them. So then I'm doing my little thing. It wasn't nothing serious. I wasn't, I wasn't compared to him. I was in the way. I'm gonna just be honest. You know what I'm saying? When you see what some people doing as far as hustling and what you doing, sometimes you be in the way. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say this the realest thing I could say. Even though I felt I was in the way, when I wound up in the feds and saw what some people was doing, my partner was in the way. You know what I'm saying? They got people really, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, everybody, I don't care if you selling, you know what I'm saying, some baggies, some little small bags. If you get into the money or you making a way for you and whoever, I can't knock you. I respect a hustler. Let's just say that. I ain't trying to make it like, go do this, but I respect a hustler. I don't care how you doing it. You could be wiping windows at the lights, paper, throwing paper to the doors. Whatever you doing to get your dollars right, I respect it, man. And provide for your family, I tip my hat to you. So, it was forgot I should have put that up there. He came back and we took that ride in, you know what I'm saying? We took the ride to the city, man, and man, it was crazy. To see where he was at in life, like, I think I said this before, I'm going to say it again. I was proud of him. Like, this wasn't the Cindy Place days. This wasn't the project days. We did a lot of hustling together, from our young days to before the feds. And to just see where he came, man, like, it's always, I wasn't surprised. Like, I never thought he would do it. Like, he'd be the last person I thought, because I told y'all, brother, dude was a mastermind. He was a hustler. He knew how to, he'll sacrifice. He would starve himself, you know what I'm saying, to make sure the money was adding up. He, and I had to respect that. Like, he didn't, splurge until it was time to splurge. You know what I'm saying? He was a real hustler. Let's just say that. I'm just saying, and to be honest with you, I think he set it up before we left, and this was a good example. No, he did that the next time. So we went down to to New Orleans, and man, it was crazy. It was mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a different side of the hustling. Like, he was getting to it, bro. I gotta tip my hat to him, and it was very enticing. Like, I'm like, man, I know it's nothing. Like, all I gotta do is be here, and I'm gonna be part of this. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta think about it. I'm back home getting unemployment, and I done sued them for hurting myself at the job. That money damn near gone. What's next? You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit here and wait for no check. The check, he getting the check. He getting what I'm making probably in a month off a check, because they pay every week under unemployment. He's seeing that, and that probably was a chump change to him how he was eating. So it was very enticing. So we had a talk. I kind of like, promoting myself, and like, man, let's do, come back to Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's expand. You know what I'm saying? You heard I say us. let's expand. And you know, one thing I could say, dog, I don't even recall a time, dog. And that's tight. That's something I picked up around my people, bro. I don't recall a time he told me no. Like anything he was always supportive, vice versa. Like that's just type of people I like to be around. I feel like when you got partners, I like to be around people that don't tell me no because if you shouldn't have no reason to. I like to be around if you come to me, I ain't gotta tell you no. I want them type of people around me because I know if you coming to me is real and I shouldn't be able to have to say no to nothing. You ask me vice versa. That's the type of people I like to be around me. So me saying that I brought a proposal to him and he made it happen. And we was in Atlanta. And he even was crazy, bro. He was so like showing me like, man, I'm coming with you. Let's see, cause he wanted to make sure everything was good on my end. So we all through Atlanta trying to network, and this didn't happen. Just put it like that. We didn't. I mean, you gotta remember, I didn't stay in Atlanta, and I ain't really know no people out there like that. I ain't know anybody know me. I'm not a friendly person. Like I've been in Dallas, almost 6 years, and outside of the people I knew before the feds, from home, I got one partner. Y'all know who I say, my dog, our Oak Cliff Joe. So I ain't really, a friendly type. I don't do the new friends things. But anyway, we ride. He even tried to reach out to some people he knew, and it just wasn't working. But it was a lesson to me, and this was what made me start wanting to go back to New Orleans. Now, he made the move for me to, try to take a chance in Atlanta. It didn't work. So now we gotta, I'm talking about, and it wasn't no peons. It was like, look, I'm about to, I'm talking about, and we had to send it back because it was just wasting the time in Atlanta. And man, we rode back to Atlanta. We had somebody else, I know if y'all knew them, if y'all saw the videos, y'all saw how stuff was, how stuff was walking. Let's talk like that. Or driving. How it was being moved around. And this was when I saw it. We went to this spot in the east. It was a room we went at. And when we got there, I think we drove. When we got there, people was waiting on us. And by the time we got there, the dude that we was waiting on to make sure he had what the other people was waiting on. Soon as the long story short, as soon as we made it, that the stuff he had in Atlanta it was gone. People was waiting to purchase. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm in the wrong state. And I understood like it's, certain states is known for certain products. And Atlanta is known for it. We just didn't know the exact area to go into. We rode all around that bitch. But New Orleans, you want lean, go to New Orleans. But anyway, so TikTok. That was the second time I went back down there, and then before you know it, I was down there every day. I had the house still in Atlanta, but I'm sleeping in hotel rooms. One thing we did, we moved around. We never stayed in the same hotel. Every night was somewhere. It was by some chicks or something. We was moving. Like, and that just was how it was, and it was crazy, bro. Like, just seeing all the people that was part of, I want to say the 39ers had kind of got dismembered by the time I got there. They already, Rabbit was already in the feds. He wasn't in the feds. Evans was in the feds. T-Red was in the feds. It was like a handful of them already in the feds. And I'm saying these names because I wind up meeting them when I go to the feds, so that's why I'm putting the names out to the people that I ran across. Anyway, Um, it was it was crazy just seeing all what was transpiring as far as like how the money was moving, how the people was meeting up, and I saw some stuff like this wasn't no little stuff going on. Like I was like, man, it's moving, but he was trying to keep me out the way. I could say that. Like when I came, like I wasn't just directly, you know, out and about with it. Like he just kept me around, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying. And every time, like, what's up, you know? He like, nah, just chill, bro, chill. And I never understood. Like it took, well, I never understood. And I'm seeing all the signs of why I need to just chill and just enjoy. But I felt like when you're a man, you don't want to have to like every time something going, I gotta wait till you take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm damn near dependent on you. Like I felt like I was being sunned. You know what I'm saying? And and even though I might feel like that, it definitely wasn't that. He really was keeping me out the way of being part of any kind of indictments, and I ain't see that. It took a while, for you to look from the outside. Sometimes you gotta stand on the outside of the situation to see. And when I saw one sign like we was riding, I think one of the cars got towed. We was riding to go pick up the car from the pound, and we was riding up there. We was all in the car. It was always deep. We could be in one car. We gonna be in that bitch. Three in the back, two in the front. And that's cars. That's one thing I respect about them. They mob. Like you wasn't catching them. Nobody slipping. We moving together. Like we moving as a unit. And I respect that um about them. So we was in a car and they had somehow somebody sent some paperwork out. I don't know who. I just know it was there, and I'm listening to them read the paperwork. And you ever heard knew like when everybody was in the streets or everybody hustling, they always felt like the feds was watching. They didn't want to talk on the phone because they felt like their phones was tabbed. They probably wasn't even in the feds' radar. Probably wasn't even in the state people radar, state police. Better yet, local. You know what I'm saying? But shit was real. And that was like one of the signs I should have like, man, nah. And they was reading the stuff. I forgot who names was being said or what. It was showing really like how much they was watching them. And I'm hearing all this, and now one time my stupid ass said, you know what? Maybe, I should go back to ATL. I was already like 10 toes in. You know what I'm saying? So, we was. I'm like, fuck, I'm already part of it. They see what I'm doing. I ain't. But you remember, I wasn't locked in doing nothing illegal. I was just there rolling with my partner, making sure, he just wanted somebody that he knew he could trust. Not saying he didn't trust nobody. He just knew he was in good hands with me. Like that was our bond. That was our friendship. And yeah, he just kept me out the way, bro. And it kind of bothered me. And it took me one day we was riding. I never forget. We was riding from out the AWOL going to the strip. They had called it the G strip. That's when that bit was jumping. And he said we was driving. I'm like, man, we was talking. I'm like, man, son, what's up, man? Like, you got me out here, like, you like what you talking about? I said, man, I'm a man. And he just started laughing. He started laughing. I was mad because I'm like, nigga, I'm a man. You got me out chill, like, just like in a way. You know what I'm saying? I want my own lane. You know what I'm saying? That's just anybody that just don't want to be dependent on nobody or just, I'm out here. Now, if anything, they taking pictures of me too. So make it make sense. Like the fuck out, I won't be in there and I ain't had, which would have probably been smart. I could have been in there and had nothing to do with it because they'd have been like, well, he ain't. But that thing worked, right? And I never understood. You know what I had to do? So we would always go back from Atlanta to New Orleans. Like we had hit that bitch like it was nothing. Like it was right around the corner. But all the driving we did, and you gotta think about it. I think Atlanta like 8 hours. Sometimes we get there in like 7. We be flying. But you gotta think about it. If you drive like most of us that drive a car, you driving a car from the morning till damn near the night. You driving over 8 hours. So it made, I'm looking at like sometimes we'll fly, sometimes we'll drive. It was just what it is. But we was damn near home. Atlanta was home, and it was like we'll drive all the way to New Orleans for to be in the streets. Like it was crazy, but it made sense. I kind of understood it. Like it was just a safe place. But it took me to go to his girl, his BM. It took me. That's why I say, boy, it don't matter. I always say this, man. No matter how much a woman say they want a man to lead, that woman really leading, bro. Don't matter how. And this was a boss, bro. This was a dude that had a team of people under him, like, you know what I'm saying, like ready to go, waiting on his call, depending on him. And it took me to jam her up one day. I was like, because he trusted me. He knew I'd be around his girl, and we had a rule: the old lady off limits. Now the Yaz is free dibs, and I told her, I really ran to like, man, he got me, I know what I'm doing because she got his ear. And boy, when we left for that week, because we was back in Atlanta, when we left for that week and to go back to New Orleans, that bitch said, boy, I know my girl like you. I know she fuck with you. I said, why? Because she ain't want to give me none until we talked about you. I said, that's good. He said, bitch, I got you. Guess what? It was on. Y'all tune in. I'm about to tell y'all like how I was. When I say he lit the fire, shit, that bitch was on.